Now would like to bring the regular meeting of Township Council for the purpose of public hearing to order. And the first item I have to do is to read the preamble. A public hearing is a statutory requirement under Section 464 of the Local Government Act and must be held before third reading of a community plan, rural land use bylaw, zoning bylaw, land use contract amendment bylaw, heritage designation bylaw, or heritage revitalization agreement bylaw, which would change the use or density of use of property. During a public hearing, council acts in a quasi-judicial role for the purpose of allowing persons who believe their interest in property is affected by a bylaw, permit, or other matter to make representations to council, either orally or by written submission, or add comments or elaborate upon correspondence that may have already been presented to council concerning the bylaws. It is important to note that council is not in a position to receive any additional information on the bylaws following the public hearing as dictated by case law. The hearing procedure involves an explanation from the Community Development Division on the purpose of the proposed bylaws and to hear from individuals regarding the bylaws. In order to ensure that all interested parties have a reasonable opportunity to be heard, speakers are requested to keep representations as brief and succinct as possible and no longer than 5 minutes, excluding time required for questions from council. Speakers will be asked to state their name, neighborhood, and city for the record, and if referring to prepared remarks, to submit copies of these to the township clerk. Decorum must be maintained at all times. This includes refraining from applause, booing, or heckling. To assist with large numbers of speakers, individuals must advise the township clerk and sign the speakers list prior to the commencement of the public hearing. The names on the speakers list will be read out during the hearing. Individuals who have already addressed council and wish to add further submissions will wait until the people that have not yet addressed council have an opportunity to speak. All submissions and speakers lists are considered part of the public record. Council members should not express their views nor debate the bylaws, but may question speakers to clarify particular points in the submissions. Council may consider third reading and final adoption at this meeting or at its next regular meeting to be held on Monday, April the 11th, 2022 at the Fraser River Presentation Theatre, 4th floor, 20338 65th Avenue, Langley, BC, which is right here. So with that, I would ask for a motion to adopt and receive the agenda items. Councillor Ferguson, second by Councillor Kunst. All those in favor? Opposed and carried. Thank you. There are no development permits. We have one public hearing, and that is C1, which is rezoning application number 100679. It is bylaw number 5767, located at 15202 66th Avenue. So with that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Richardson.
Thank you, Your Worship. With your permission, I'll share the screen.
Yep.
So thank you, Your Worship. The subject rezoning pertains to a proposed retail cannabis use at Unit 150-20202 66th Avenue. The overall 28.9 acre site is designated regional commercial, business, and office park in the Willowbrook Community Plan and is currently zoned Comprehensive Development Zone CD27. This air photo depicts a subject unit located in the 6500 block on the east side of 201 Street. Bylaw 5767 amends Comprehensive Development Zone CD27 to add a cannabis retail use on the subject portion of the existing building on a site-specific basis. Staff recommend council support rezoning bylaw 5767. Your Worship, a total of 1,563 notices were mailed out, 4 written submissions have been received, and there are no individuals noted on the speakers list.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so with that, I'll ask if there are any submissions from the public for public hearing C1. And for a second time, any submissions from the public regarding public hearing C1. And for a third time, submissions from the public regarding rezoning application number 100679, bylaw 5767. Seeing none, I close the public portion of the public hearing. And I would ask if the proponents wish to respond to any of the written submissions that were presented.
My name is Kevin Satterfield. I live in South Surrey in the Semiahmoo district. Thanks for allowing us to address worship and council this evening. We had one submission that I'd like to respond to, and it was listed as item number 6. And in the last paragraph on it, it says, "The cost of the increase in crime in the community will be greater than any profits from a cannabis retailer's taxes paid to the township. The neighborhood needs to be safer, not draw more drug addicts and facilitate the increase of crime." What we'd like to say is that within our presentation, if we're allowed to show that tonight, that we actually take a lot of pride in the amount of safety precautions we put into every one of our stores and every market that we're in. One of the things that we've noted over the 33 stores that we are in, we have not seen any increase. As a matter of fact, we've seen a decrease in the crime in those areas because the store is deemed to be so safe, and we do 2 ID checking at the front desk for any customers coming into the store. And we have a refusal of service policy, same as the liquor stores currently have.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any questions from council, so thank you very much for that. And that's all you wanted to add?
Well, we do have a presentation if the council and yourself would like to see it. If not, we are available for questions in the audience.
Okay, so I see some shaking of heads, so it's not, we normally don't have that, so I think we have the information in front of us, so I want to thank you for presenting.
All right, thank you very much.
So with that, I would now close the public hearing for C1 and ask for a motion to terminate. Councillor Davis moves termination, and Councillor Long seconds it. All those in favor, opposed, carried. Thank you.
Yeah, we've sent it.
They've got a digital copy of it.
Oh, on April 11th? Okay. Sounds good. All right. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.